Mikel Arteta confirms concerning situation regarding captain Martin Ødegaard. Meanwhile, injury experts are discussing the troubling condition of Gabriel Magalhaes' knee, leaving fans worried. Arsenal is also on red alert due to a new market stance on a £100 million target, with many believing Arteta needs to act fast to secure this signing. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest Arsenal news straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. With Odegaard nearing a date when he could return, the captain gave an update in the Arsenal program ahead of the Liverpool game. The playmaker hinted at a return, as he said, "I've been out for a few weeks now and have been working hard to get back as soon as possible. As I said in my notes on Tuesday against Shakhtar Donetsk, I feel like it's close now, but although I haven't been involved in the games lately, I feel I've still been able to use that time pretty well too." While the midfielder has seemingly hinted at a return in the coming weeks, his manager is less convinced about that. Speaking to Sky Sports after the draw with Liverpool, Arteta claimed that Odegaard is still a bit far away from returning to action. It has created further confusion surrounding the recovery of the Norway international, who is desperately missed at Arsenal. Arsenal injury latest and return dates. As Arsenal contends with an intensifying injury list, Virgil van Dijk has added some fuel to the rivalry by mocking their recent struggles with player availability. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta now faces mounting worries, with Gabriel Magalhaes and Jurrien Timber emerging as fresh doubts for the upcoming fixtures. This duo joins a lengthy list of sideline players, including Ricardo Calafiori, Kieran Tierney, Takahiro Tomiyasu, and Martin Ødegaard. The series of absences threatens to derail the squad's rhythm as Arteta searches for solutions to maintain Arsenal's momentum and secure essential points amid a demanding schedule. Amidst Arsenal's injury troubles, the return of William Saliba from suspension provides a crucial boost for Mikel Arteta's side. Saliba's availability will help reinforce a defense stretched thin by the ongoing absence of players like Gabriel Magalhaes, Jurrien Timber, Ricardo Calafiori, Kieran Tierney, and Takahiro Tomiyasu, whose return timelines remain uncertain. As the Gunners prepare for their midweek EFL Cup match against Preston North End, Arteta may face difficult choices about which players to rest to keep his squad as fresh as possible for upcoming league fixtures. This match could offer younger or fringe players an opportunity to step up in Saliba's stead, especially as Arsenal looks to balance squad rotation with their injury management strategy. What injury experts are already saying about Arsenal defender Gabriel Magalhaes' knee injury. Without William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes had a pivotal role in Arsenal's defense against Liverpool, stepping up as the anchor in a reshuffled backline. Thomas Partey taking on the unfamiliar right-back position, and Ben White in a central role complemented Gabriel's efforts well, maintaining defensive discipline on their side of the pitch. Most of Arsenal's challenges defensively emerged from the left, where Jurrien Timber put in a solid performance but couldn't fully compensate for Jakub Kiwior's error that led to Liverpool's second goal. Although Kiwior's mistake wasn't entirely his fault, it underscored the vulnerability in an otherwise resilient backline, especially in a high-stakes matchup like this one. Gabriel's composure and leadership proved invaluable in keeping Arsenal competitive despite their compromised defense. Gabriel Magalhaes will need a scan to assess knee injury in Liverpool draw. The severity of Gabriel Magalhaes' left knee issue remains unclear, but injury expert Physio Scout, who has provided accurate assessments of Arsenal injuries this season, shared insights on X suggesting it could be a medial collateral ligament (MCL) problem. If this preliminary assessment is correct, Gabriel might be sidelined for a relatively short period, with a best-case recovery time of 1 to 2 weeks. However, any longer-term absence would further complicate Arsenal's defensive options, given their current injury woes. However, there is the possibility that a grade 2 injury could prevent the defender from playing for more than a month. They wrote, Gabriel Magalhaes went off in Arsenal versus Liverpool with a knee injury. He tried to play on, but couldn't. Physio was seen performing a bunch of tests, with the valgus stress test being the most aggravating. This likely indicates an injury to the MCL. He was also seen palpating around that inner knee area. Injury most likely happened in the tangle with Darwin Nunez minutes early, putting stress around the knee joint. Potential recovery time, grade 1, 2 weeks, grade 2, 3, 6 weeks. Likely it isn't a grade 3 here, more likely a minor or moderate strain to the MCL. Let's hope just a grade 1. Despite efforts to enhance squad depth during the summer transfer window, Arsenal's injury crisis has struck early in the season, raising concerns among fans and management alike. Martin Ødegaard's prolonged absence due to an ankle injury sustained while on international duty has been particularly challenging, leaving a significant gap in midfield creativity. While some of the injuries may stem from bad luck, there are also underlying factors contributing to the current situation. The rigorous demands of both domestic and European competitions, combined with the physical toll of intense training sessions, could be exacerbating player fatigue and increasing the risk of injuries. Additionally, the need to integrate new signings into the squad while managing the fitness of existing players adds another layer of complexity for Mikel Arteta and Edu as they navigate this challenging phase. As Arsenal looks to regain momentum, they must find ways to adapt and ensure that the squad can cope with the physical demands of the season ahead. Arsenal now on red alert as new transfer stance over £100 million target emerges. Mikel Arteta must sign him. Arsenal had their eyes on quite a few strikers during the summer transfer window, but in the end, they didn't end up signing any of them. However, things might take a turn next year. Kai Havertz has started to show that he can be a top-notch center forward, but the rest of Arsenal's options up front are starting to reveal some weaknesses. This suggests that bringing in a new striker could be really important for them next summer. They had been linked with several forwards, including Victor Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko, but neither of those players made a move from their respective clubs last summer. There was also interest in Newcastle's Alexander Isak, but securing a deal for him seemed pretty much out of reach at that time. That said, it looks like a transfer for Isak could be back on the table for next summer, especially since his future plans are starting to become more defined. Potentially make a significant investment to enhance their attacking capabilities. Mail Sport has just reported that even though there were some initial talks about a new contract for Alexander Isak at Newcastle, all discussions have officially come to a halt. Right now, Isak isn't keen on signing a new deal, even though he still has 3 years left on his current contract. Rumor has it that if Newcastle doesn't make it into the Champions League next season, he'll be pushing for a transfer. This situation has put Arsenal on high alert, especially considering their past interest in him. Last summer, Isak's price was rumored to be around £100 million, and it's expected that any deal would go beyond that figure. However, it now looks like there's a real possibility he could be leaving. With Arsenal likely to secure a spot in the Champions League again, the Emirates Stadium could turn out to be the ideal new home for him. Alexander Isak could be perfect for Arsenal. Even though Arsenal has a ton of attacking talent, they've occasionally struggled with speed and finishing when it comes to their forwards in recent seasons. Bringing in Isak would definitely change that. He'd come in as one of the top strikers in the Premier League, having netted 21 goals last season. At just 25 years old, he's right on the brink of his prime, and moving to North London could be a great fit for him. Plus, he's already got a good rapport with Martin Ødegaard and Mikel Merino, since they all played together at Real Sociedad. If Isak decides to push for a transfer next summer, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has to make this deal happen, even if it means shelling out a hefty fee. He could be a total game changer for Arsenal's attacking lineup. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.